We're gonna go ahead and get right into it. So of course we have Psychotic Solutions going to be defending on not Oregon. Good lord. Psychotic Solutions is going to be defending on Coastline.
Got the prediction rolling.
Prediction is rolling. Got a little bit of coffee to wake me up. I actually got up like 20 minutes ago.
I got up like 40 seconds ago, but either way.
I hear you, Desolate. Is everything working?
What these teams got going,
everything's
right?
working for you. I just want to confirm everything is good with the new overlay. I want to make sure that. Oh, it's Matthew.
Yeah, everything looks good.
All right, let's make sure.
Yeah, everything is looking good thus far as I can see. So you talk about their little bit of a difficult pass there with their penalties and stuff like that, but other than that, PS has been pretty dominant so far.
I think they've only the one loss to DH earlier in the season, it was a couple weeks ago. That's the only loss that they've had.
Yep, and they brought it back last week against BGL and beat them pretty severely with the 7-2 victory.
And that's after the BGL team had won against the Outlast Academy roster.
Yep, and now they're going up against another team that's done well against the Outlast Academy roster, DoD.
Yeah,
we'll see how this pans out. PS is more the favorite team to win at this point, but like we saw last week, a lot of things can happen here.
Well, I mean, like I was saying, like Coastline's just one of those maps where I'm gonna have to say that I favor PS winning this one just simply because of the way it's set up on Coastline. I know that there's a lot of opportunities for aggression, run-outs, spawn peaks. You can play a lot more aggressive operators. You don't have to really run as much strategy on Coastline in some instances, specifically if your opponent's not prepared for that aggressive style.
Yeah, you have to remember though, like one of the big things we talked about last week, if this is a pocket strat from DoD to go on and take Coastline, they could be coming in with the advantage here depending on how well versed PS is at the end of the day. DoD, I mean, they've been no slouch throughout the season either when you go and look at it, because they've had pretty reliable standings thus far. They're 2-2 on the season, but a lot of times where it seemed like they were outmatched and about ready to lose, they brought it to a tie. And one of those games was just last week, a game against Outlast Academy.
Yeah, that was a very close game. I mean,
Twinkie
was just inches away from being able to secure that defuse. However, the bolts above stopped all that. But yeah, we're gonna have to see how it pans out. I mean, it's really going to depend on these attacking rounds that they have here. However, I will say that I don't see any really glaring issues with the lineup. I mean, there is no denial as far as the defending side goes. However, a big part of that is, I mean, the only real threat is them opening up this the bar wall right here.
10 seconds to go.
I mean, honestly, that denies one portion of the map.
5 seconds left.
It can be deadly if played correctly, but
attackers objective.
now comes the tier 1 subs 5 coming out from Superman Game. Won't get already for game 1. Appreciate that. Don't worry, I have all the feed in front of me now, so I can't miss it.
Congrats to Kaiser for getting a tier 1 sub.
Congrats to Kaiser. That's unfortunate Kaiser's not subscribed. Alright, getting back into the action. I mean, so far it does seem that we have a little bit of a extension going on here. It looks like they're going to decide to play the map a little bit with the Jaeger over on outside Penthouse Theater, as well as possibly the Malusi, it seems. So far, the attack is looking like it's going to be revving up here. Pretty standard. Going to be heading to the roof. Hoping the DoD doesn't stay up there for too long. I would like to see them get down. And I just noticed that we're having a little bit of issues with the overlay. I'm going to have to make some adjustments after this round. I wasn't able to see any of the names and scores whenever I was looking at it last night because I was looking at the local match, but I'll be able to do it. That's a Cloth, actually, going to be going down. Cloth subbing in for PS. It's nothing. It's the first time. It's a little bit louder. I can see if I can change it. Also, Biscuit, appreciate the follow. I can see if I can decrease it a little bit after this round. So far, yeah, Cloth is subbing in for PS. I think it's the first time we've seen PS with a sub, if I'm not mistaken. And Nomad, of course. course, the air jab going to be able to force that defender back. He's going to go down, but it's not going to be enough to be able to force him out behind the bar. But he is going to peek into Sheo and get taken down. So far, I mean, this was not what I expected. PS actually getting shredded here in the first round. Just the smoke of Jesu, as well as Bluxer, who has recently changed his name. Left alive to be able to stop the Howard. That's going to be the first Wasabi going to go down. Jaeger's still inside VIP. Right now, they actually have a pretty decent control of the map as far as being able to plant default. Those smoke canisters are going to be able to stop him just a little while. Plant is going down now. In a little bit of an unorthodox spot. He is going to disable. Nope, he's not going to be able to disable it. And that's going to be it. The cleanup is Liquid's going to run straight into the Claymore banger. DoD coming out strong. Well, that just goes to show you. Maybe you guys are right. Maybe I just don't know nothing about anything anymore.
Yeah, you never know. But along with that, our predictions have been in and up, and so far it's 11% DoD, 89% PS with
Turn down the audio.
predictions.
Master volume down to like 70 maybe. Let's see if that fixes it for you guys. And I do need to make some adjustments after this game. Just a friendly reminder that if we are able to break our viewership goal of 80 viewers for the stream today, we will of course go ahead and get out those free 3 subs. That said, I mean, with Superman game, we won't get always throwing out those subs. I don't know how valuable those are going to be, but if you don't have one, could be your opportunity to get one.
Could be the golden opportunity.
At some point in the future, I won't be able to run any ads.
Yeah, keep in mind, guys, make sure to have notifications on so you're ready when we're ready to go, even though it's at the same time all the time. We've got a lot of fun stuff coming up in the next couple weeks, maybe at different times, so...
Yeah, I'm well prepared today. I have both my coffee and my juice ready to roll. Busted. Looks like they're going to be returning back upstairs to Hookah Billiards. I'm interested to see how they're going to plan on holding this differently. I mean, they are looking like they're going to put some more utility behind that bar and invest a little bit more in Aqua, but okay, sounds good.
10 seconds remaining.
However, I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. I mean, realistically speaking, if the attackers really want to get into Aqua, they're going to get into Aqua.
Attackers,
I mean, I know they have the ADSs as well as one on the board, but
attackers recovered the diffuser.
Honestly, if they're able to dump utility down that drone hole, they're going to be able to very easily push that player out. Plus, they have the Montane on the board. Not sure what's going on with Blizzy running that glass, if it's calculated or whether or not that's something that was a last minute pick. To be 100% honest with you, I was not paying attention to those picks to see whether or not that was intentional. But it does seem that they're going to be looking more toward the hookah side of the map for a push to some. I mean, they do have to contest with Jesu as well as the 2 players that are playing inside Aqua. But I mean, honestly, it's not too terrible of an opportunity here. I mean, they have 2 players that are off site. Desolate, of course. Hey, appreciate the tier 1 sub there, my good friend. It's so nice being able to see everything without having to look at my phone. This is fancy.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Okay. Yeah, so far it does look like they're shaping up to push from the hookah balk into straight in, but I mean, so far the remaining attackers are a little bit loose in their push. That said, we have Banger from below going to be trying to clear open this this mic. I mean, that's a very interesting proposition. I would say if you're going to try that strategy, you might want to have a player on the Aqua bout, but...
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Now Sheo shows up, too little too late in my opinion, but... Does have the flashbangs, possibly could burn the Y magnet as well as the ADS. It depends on how many's been invested there. That said, Mizu taking incredible amounts of damage as he walks into the smoke, and he's going to go down from behind as he's shot in the back. That's going to be Malusi cleaning him up. Yeah, so far this is a much stronger round for PS. Yeah, so far, I mean, I think the operator selection from DoD in this round wasn't really the best.
Attackers bomb
I
diffuser
think they
has
relied a
been
little bit
dropped.
too much on that Montaigne to be able to get things done. With the 2v5 coming in, looks like it's going to be PS having a pretty strong answer to that previous round. $30 left on the clock. They're going to have to do something here soon.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Yeah, players inside of Aqua as well as Village are going to pose that Nomad a pretty significant problem trying to be able to contest the player. As I said, Blizzy going to take out Liquid. I'm going to be honest with you, I mean, those picks, barring a miracle, is not much they're going to be able to do here. Did you have the smoke to be able to use? However, trying to plant in the 1v4 situation, it's not going to happen, and PS is going to clean it up.
Just like that, back to a tie. I think the biggest part of that was just PS getting revved back up, trying to deal with the substitutions they have and stuff. Getting a good feel
I
for
think
it
one of the
again.
big problems that they had in the first round was, of course, they had that opening pick go the way of DoD. But again, they're wanting to rely on this glass, and I've said it time and time again, you do not want to be trying to run a thermite on coastline. It's just he's the worst hard breacher for the job, just because he's not able to do it at range, and there's just so many angles you have to worry about when you try to go for the wall. Hey, more power to him.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I want to see a kitchen defense now. I mean, so far it doesn't look like they're going to do anything
Attackers have located a bomb.
spectacular with their setup.
Device activated.
Activating jammer. Device placed.
Yeah, it's not looking much like they're going to be doing anything out of the ordinary. No rotate hole between service and kitchen. They do have the standard rotate hole, but I was thinking more toward main lobby. It doesn't seem that they're going to be opening any line of sight holes.
5 seconds
They can
between
test it from above. They so much have to jump in kitchen window.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Honestly, I mean, this setup is actually pretty weak to that Montaigne Glass combo. This actually might not be a terrible position for the attackers to be in. Specifically speaking, there's only really, one defender on site. We do have two now, but it's very possible they could go for a very quick push and execute into site and get the plan off. They do have J2 above, who has the ability to be able to jump out. That's going to be something they're going to have to keep in mind. They do have Banger, who is possibly going to be able to get the refrag, but they're going to need to go for an execute quickly here before the defenders return to site. So far, I mean, it looks like they're. I was gonna say, Glad's gonna go for the upside down rappel. Gonna need to toss some of those smoke canisters out. Make sure that there's no ADSs first. Utility is being burned now. ADSs have been taken out. J2 from above gonna be opening up that window. That's gonna be godly taken out. Nitro Cell not gonna be able to catch anyone. Smoke canisters going back down. Yeah, this is actually a pretty strong position for the attackers to be in. Diffuser is going down. No Nitro Cell to be able to contest it. They're going to have to worry about that Jaeger jumping out. However, that's going to be Zirez going down. Yeah, and of course, Jason going to blindly run into the glass.
Position compromised.
Strong position for that glass. I know I doubted it, but it worked. Not much that player can do. It's either peek once and be killed, or peek twice and be killed twice. That's it. Banger from behind is going to take him out, and that's going to be the Bandit left alone in the 1v5 situation, trapped inside service. I don't think he's going to be able to get any of them. Montaigne pressure him. He's going to get one. He's going to get two. Time's burning out. He's going to have to be able to get there. And it doesn't look like it's going to happen. He's going to be able to get the triple kill. But too late to defuse, and he's going to get taken out by the glass. DoD answers back. I mean, honestly, I was not expecting it, but I welcome it. We have a competition.
Hello.
Howdy. I know glass actually being useful for once.
Yeah, that's crazy. Glass was one of the lower picked operators all of last season.
Well, I mean,
Definitely
if you plan to use him in such a way, I think it's a pretty solid choice. However, again, you don't want to rely on it as that crutch. Like, hey, we're gonna get the plan off because we have this glass. Because you already see that the defenders have decided to bring the Legion as well as the smoke. They're gonna be preparing for this push here, and they're gonna know it's coming. So if they try to go for this same push, they might be able to get it off, but it's gonna be one of those things where. Oh, my light.
You never know. That use of the glass.
Sorry, the light threw me off.
The use of the glass.
Attackers
really
need to locate and
kind of
defuse
reinforces
bombs.
the thought we had at the beginning with the pocket strats.
Yeah.
For this match specifically.
Bomb
I mean, these
located
two
by
played it
attackers.
well. I guess what I was saying, more of being careful about trying the same thing too many times, just because
Well, yeah.
it's the whole
Discover
saying,
the location
fool me
of a
twice.
bomb.
The defenders already know what to expect, so if they try to go for it again, I mean, like, they're gonna have to deal with that increased utility. But it's possible. Unless they, I mean, I could be wrong. They could possibly go for a kitchen window tick. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna say they're not gonna do it.
10 seconds
Ooh,
left before
Blizzy gonna be
insertion.
going for the lag out. Unfortunate. I'm gonna see if that's gonna be.
5 seconds left
Well,
before
actually, Storm,
insertion.
see if that's gonna be called.
Position device.
It's during the prep phase.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
What'd you say?
Device activated.
Was during the prep phase, so it would be okay, but
They're gonna have to call for it.
the game.
3 p.m., yeah.
Outlast Academy.
Yeah, GOD and versus the OA. So
Team's
far, I
gonna be
mean,
interesting.
honestly, I don't think they learned their lesson last time. I mean,
4
they did the
p.m. we have Double Helix versus
wanted to
facing
coast.
off against Brotherhood of Steel.
I don't know if anybody saw,
Well,
but
I'm
I
game-
actually picked up my controller and played in a scrim against DR earlier this week.
Yep.
I still got it. I don't like controller at all anymore, but I still got
He
it.
still got his controller. He still owns it. That is
Yeah, it's
true.
right here. I still got it.
How he plays with it, that's a different story.
Shoot, dude. I missed my mouse and keyboard the whole time. as soon as I got back to PC, I was like, thank God. And then I played against 2 cheaters last night, which was excellent. Can you believe they're using mouse and keyboard? Dude, what scumbags?
Crazy.
No, in a real note though, yeah, we did play against 2 cheaters. This guy was like, I'm not cheating, went 19-1, and he literally shot us through the floor. He's like, I'm not cheating, bro. I was like, yeah, okay.
Bro, he got that one thing.
What's up?
That sight that allows you to see through the floor.
Yeah, he was wearing his glasses. That's what it was.
Yeah. It's a new option.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
operator
bombs.
update.
Yeah. I should have known, dude. I should just get better at the game, bro.
Attackers
They tried to say
discover
that the kid on our
location
team
of
was
a bomb.
cheating too, which was even funnier. I was like, why would he not shoot back to the 4 of them? Oh man, good times.
I went for
The great thing about PC though is I will get my MMR back.
the kitchen hold here.
Yeah, back to the kitchen hole. Yeah.
Don't
I
forget,
mean, honestly, they're
yeah.
setting up pretty similar to what I saw last time. I mean, they do have the smoke playing the
10
shield on the
seconds
bomb
left.
chassis, but I mean, honestly, like
5 seconds to
I
go.
don't think it's gonna go well for them if they're not careful. You know, if that shield gets cleared at all,
Attacker's objective
and I
is to
do
defuse
believe
the
they're gonna have
bomb.
the utility. They
Attackers
actually
drop the bomb
they
diffuser.
traded off that Wamai to
Attackers
be able to bring the
recovered the bomb
smoke.
diffuser.
Well, we're just gonna have to see how it plays out, I guess. But honestly, it's gonna come down to whether or not they're gonna be able to clear that smoke out of his position,
Attackers drop the
as well as deal with that utility there. I'm assuming there's gonna be the,
Attackers recovered
of
the
course, there's
diffuser.
gonna be the Legion mines to deal with as well. But I think these are just issues to be able to delay it. But that Montagne needs to be careful. He's gonna walk right into the goo mine. Yep, goo mine. Gonna take some damage. Of course, they do have that rotate hole from bathroom, so they are gonna be able to shoot from the side. That's gonna be a difficult angle for the Glaz to watch. 10 FPS is great. That's exactly what all my teammates run the game at. Bijan gonna go down. He's not careful and gonna get taken out from the drone hole. That's gonna really open up the opportunity for the attackers to be able to push in here. So far, it's only the smoke playing against the world here. Plant is going down. And honestly, he hasn't even thrown out his first smoke canister yet. The plant is going to go down. Yeah, that was poor timing there. Bandit is also down on the other side of the map.
Need to protect it.
We do have Jasu who's going to go ahead and push right up to the wall. Going to start going for the defuse. Gonna blind him and his teammate, and the diffuser's going down. Oh, he's gonna stop it with the air jab. Perfect play. And he's gonna swing. DoD takes another round. That was absolutely sloppy on all accounts. You know, the flash grenades and everything, but that was a very close round. I mean, honestly, that all came down to Xiled using those air jabs effectively. Yo, PS needs to get it together, man. That's the last of the coffee drained, and I am fully awake. That's how that works. Trust me. No, of course. Yeah, Smoke just kind of was just like, hey, you know what? This is fine. Don't worry about it. The moment that first smoke canister went down, he honestly should have tossed his. I mean, he could have just literally just sat back a little bit, just, you know, kind of a little bit of this, you know, right over the shield. He'd been fine. Actually, gonna bring the collie. What? Okay, no hard beats for the collie. All right, okay.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I am a collie main when I play on PC, just because I mean I have pretty solid recoil control whenever it comes to her SMG, and I really like her primary when it comes to opening up hatches and barricades. But I'll be honest with you, I don't run her on coastline, like at all.
Bomb located by attackers. 10 seconds to insertion.
Hey, if you want to take a bolt-action sniper rifle and try and take some shots with it, that's on
5
you.
seconds remaining.
I mean, he might be able to get some kill with the with that SMG. However, I mean, it's honestly dependent upon the situation. So far, it's looking like the majority of the attackers are going to be spawning inside ruins. No, this is Xbox League. Yo, I love the SMG, but I mean, it's all going to come down to whether or not Blissey's going to be able to keep that recoil control with it. I mean, I'm thinking more along the lines that we're going to be seeing a more long distance style, but that's it. Well, my going to get taken out almost immediately. This time, Banger is going to have support, and he's going to have Xiled out there on the balcony to be able to take out Wilmai from behind that bar. That's going to open up the map considerably. They're going to have to deal with the Jaeger, who's more than likely going to be trying to go for some form of a contest here on to the doorway. But Mizu already just does not care, tossing down the smoke canisters. You have Wasabi, who's down below. I'm not really sure what she's going to be doing here. Might be going for the track, actually. Needs to be careful that there's no defenders inside of Sunrise. So far, it doesn't look like that's going to be not going to be the case. Xiled has the diffuser out on balcony. Needs to be incredibly careful not to use that. And when I say use that, I mean lose that. Good lord. Still, I thought I was all the way woken up, but I'm not. Banger going to be pushing in the luggage. I mean, so far, pretty solid map control here from the attacking team. They're really going to need to push in, though, and take control of Aqua if they're going to have any chance of trying to go for that default plant. Not much in the way of utility from the defenders to be able to stop them. I mean, they do have Cloth with that Nitro Cell, who is playing... Let's see where Cloth is, actually. He's actually going to be playing over inside of Penthouse. Not really much he's going to be able to do from there. So far, I mean, it's just Jaeger against the world here. He's having to contest against Big Window as well as the Aqua Valve. Needs to be incredibly careful not to go down, because if he goes down, that's going to be the end of the round for him, pretty much. It's going to be done and dusted. Jason's going to be able to delay the inevitable. That's it. Banger going to be going for the plant, and Jaeger's going to fall back. That's going to pretty much guarantee that it is going to go down.
Attackers are activated.
And Jaeger going to miss all of the shots. With the diffuser down and the entire attacking team alive, I don't see it going well. That's a Kali not doing anything, but Banger gonna take him down. Now it's gonna be Jsu, let alone in the 1v3 situation. Can he clutch it? He can get one. The shotgun not doing quite enough. He's gonna be going for the defuse. Wasabi rushing up. And they're gonna get cleaned up. She's gonna take him out. Nice clean up there from Wasabi. Well, either if she didn't get it, it would have been Glaz. Either way, DoD really kind of running away with it here. 4-1.
They tried to bring it back at the very end there, but with just the overwhelming pressure from those initial picks.
Absolutely. I do not think that PS was coming into this coastline pick, because I'm assuming that they had the decision to make when it came to the map, because they were the higher seeded team, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, this is pushing them down to that bottom of the pack. Honestly, I was not expecting this at all.
Yep.
It just goes to show you as we close in on the final weeks of the season. I mean, it could be anybody's game for the end of season tournament. I mean, with us already surpassing our $500 minimum prize pool, I mean, these teams have been putting in a lot of work. I'm impressed.
Oh, absolutely.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Final round of the half is going to see PS desperately
bomb.
trying to hold on to Kitchen. Don't see the Glaz or the Montaigne on the board this time, so that could actually go in the favor of PS. But again, one of the things that they are bringing that Maestro now. I think they invested too little, too late as far as their defense. They should have tried to be a little bit more proactive about dealing with that Montaigne. I mean, they did try with the smoke, but the smoke wasn't really proactive enough with the utility to be able to do anything.
10 seconds to insertion.
I mean, I think this combination could potentially win, but it's going to go down to where the attackers push from and who gets these opening picks.
Attackers are heading out.
Interesting reinforcement here. Going to be going Sunrise Bar. I'm not sure if that's intentional or whether or not that was something that just the player decided to do last minute. Oh, look confused on that. Finally, we're seeing a pretty strong site presence. I do not agree with the particular reinforcement. I think it's better to try and get 2 reinforcements up there just because you can play bathroom a little better without having to worry about the angles from the doorway. That said, Blizzy just does not care. Gonna go ahead and taking some shots from the onto the bomb.
Swapping.
Before rotating over. Does seem that we have attackers starting. Banger, what is Banger doing?
Clear of the blast.
I'm gonna spot the player out behind bar. Yeah, they're gonna go for an early rush. Well, I mean, the thing is about even though Coastline is less defender favored than other maps, it's not attacker favored. As far as statistics go. I mean, rather not this matchup, I mean, it's possible. Ooh, that was close there. Sheo gonna take some damage and actually go down, but Banger able to clean it up just barely. We also have the Maestro on low XP. There goes the Bandit. DoD just kind of running away with it here. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I was thinking about that as soon as you said it. That's a Jason gonna go for the swing and get taken out now. Now it's just a. However, Maestro also going down, leaving Cloth in the 1v4 situation. What happened to the audio? Where did the audio go? Did we lose audio? What just happened? We just lost game audio. Hello? Hold on, let me just confirm. I'm going to confirm leave match. And then I'm going to join back. I'm going to have to reset my game. Sorry, everybody. She decided it wanted to do its own thing. I'm hoping they just continue to play it. Well, that's really annoying. Gotta love a good day of console siege. Don't have these problems on PC. PS4. I mean, the whole thing with PS4 is, I mean, we're not just Siege. We also have other games as well. If we had the teams necessary to run a PS4 league, then I mean, in the future, I'm not saying we're opposed to it, but we have to have 10 full teams that are, you know, decently skilled and as well as interested as far as people actually want to turn out and watch it. If that's the case, then I mean, I don't have a PS4, so I can't host or cast it. So we'd have to have a caster. So it's a lot of logistics involved. But if we had all of that, I wouldn't see why we'd be opposed to it. Well, we got game sound back. I'm hoping they continue to play. Nobody won so far. Right now, DoD is winning, but I'm having to load back in. I'm hoping it gives me the option to reconnect. There we go. Got my handy dandy juice. No, DoD actually has 5 rounds now. It's 5-1. Well, we missed some of the action. I apologize. Yeah, that's true. I mean, if Siege ever went crossplay between the two platforms, I'm honestly not sure why they wouldn't do that. I think that'd actually be a pretty solid idea to go PS4, Xbox crossplay. That's just kind of my opinion, but that would also, you know, expand the player base on console. But I mean, it's all about, because I mean, right now we plan on having Rocket League for Saturdays and Apex for Fridays, starting next season in April. So I mean, we're gonna have to figure it out. I mean, it'd have to be a situation in which, if we did run a PlayStation League, we'd have to adjust the Sunday schedule to be able to accommodate it. So, and right now we're getting ready to start our T2. That's it. Oh, they did continue to play it. Great. Well, we're in a 3v4 situation now. It does seem that PS is having a much better time than previous rounds. Looks like they're gonna be having their players push in. Rather, pressure is gonna be on all sides. Yeah, I remember them kids last night on PC playing him. Trust me, I've already talked about it. Kick, sure, but too late for that joke. Zofia actually just gonna walk straight in the sight. No rotate hold to be able to stop him.
Frag grenade out.
There comes his free fire, but gonna go down to the wall bang. Castle doing work.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
Now Banger gonna be able to get a kill. I'm pretty sure there's a rotate hole there that I'm just not seeing. Okay, yeah, I think there's a rotate hole there that I'm not seeing. Oh, because Shale taking out Jesu, it's falling apart. We're gonna be going match point if Cloth goes down here. Yeah, there is definitely a rotate hole there. There has to be. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, as soon as we open up the merch store, it would be a lot easier for us to be able to pay for casters to be full time. So, if we had casters and staff and teams, then wouldn't be much of an issue. But if you want to use the command, I can't see commands on the feed. But if you want to join the server, you're more than welcome to talk to me about it after the stream.
15 seconds remaining.
We can figure out. Time burning down.
10 seconds remaining.
I do not foresee this going the way of the attackers here. I mean, Free Fire's going to come out, but with 2 seconds left on the clock, all they have to do is stay alive. And DoD like that, confirming themselves at a minimum of draw. Well, I honestly don't know what's going on with PS today. The team that seemed to be one of the favorites to win has just been struggling. I mean, they were able to win a pretty decisive victory over BGL last week, but you know their struggles against DH. I mean, it seems like they're either A, underestimating their opponent and not really practicing and staying coordinated, or they're B, just not practicing, period, and relying on that superior gun skill. And this team is actually setting up in a pretty solid way and holding angles, and they're using operators to their advantage, and they're just not able to counter it. I mean, also, Fisafu, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. I was expecting a completely different outcome. And now comes the Superman game we won't get with another 5 tier 1 subs, and Banger gonna leave the match as soon as it started. And I
Defenders,
promise you they're
protect
gonna
your
call
bombs
for a
from being
rehost.
defused by attackers.
Of course. Siege is having a glorious amount of days, but you know what? They can't call
Attackers
rehost
discover
because
the
they've already
location
had
of a
one. No rehost for them. They're gonna have to play it. No, there was no. There was a rotate. Let me just confirm. There was a rotate, but when I loaded back in, it did not show me the rotates. They are missing Velo, who was here last week. Their top fragger, Velo, is not here, and they have a
5
sub,
seconds to
which is
insertion.
Cloth. So, I mean, honestly, that's on them.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
If you don't have your starting roster available to play at all times, that's your fault. Don't have players that aren't consistent. I mean, obviously, stuff happens, but see, like Dizzy said, power went out. So that's one of the things I'm saying. I mean, with the weather, that's just nothing you can do about that.
That's right.
What's up?
You'll have to show the scoreboard real quick.
Yeah, scoreboard. Yeah, here it is. I mean, obviously we can't see Banger, who I believe is probably their top fragger right now. I haven't really paid too much attention. But Jsu going down to Sheo. Sheo absolutely shredding the sub coming out from TXO, gonna be killing them.
Ready for V-Day, drone activated.
I mean, so far, I mean, it's actually possible we could see a win here, even though we don't have Banger in the game. Did I put the muffins in the freezer? I mean, I didn't have any muffins. I ate them all. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this honestly could, at this point in time, I mean, DoD securing themselves a draw is going to do wonders for them pulling themselves out of this lower bracket. I mean, good lord. There's times where I just cannot speak. It looks like PS actually playing this very scared. I mean, doesn't seem that they want to commit to a push. I think DoD's dominance is kind of really forced them back. Like I said, it looks like they're going to be going for a kitchen window push here. How comes that smoke canister is going to stop that in its tracks? Sheo going to be able to get away with his life as Liquid's going to be rotating over. Yeah, so far, I mean, that's it. Now Banger's back in the game. There's Banger's stuff. Actually, no, Sheo top frag. The sub from TXO. Ash now going to be looking for the castle, who was on the main doorway. However, he's going to be inside security instead. Here comes the push. Is he going to be aware of the positioning? Going to go for the knife. Is it going to be enough? No, Sheo on the triple just does not care. And Blizzy taking out Zerez. It's just Cloth in a 1v4. And this could be it. This could be a very... honestly, I mean, whether or not DoD can win, 100% not in, like, that's not really, you know, that wasn't really something that I questioned, but it's just one, the matter of how decisive they're winning. I mean, they drew against the OA team last week. I just was not expecting them to come out in 7-1 PS on Coastline, completely destroying all of our predictions.
15 seconds remaining.
This entire game right here has been kind of the story of
10 seconds
I don't
to
think
go.
it's necessarily DoD winning. I think it's even
5
more
seconds
so
to go.
it's PS losing this because
Oh, absolutely.
the biggest thing, they came
Gonna
in
save the
this
KD, but that's it.
You're
PS
out of
loses.
time.
Yeah, specifically 5-4, 5 against 4, and still.
I was
coming
not
out
expecting that at all.
Not coming out even.
Also, Reflectory, I appreciate the follow. I saw you. I just didn't want to throw myself off my mojo even more than I already was, struggling to speak.
What an interesting game.
Where's Storm's face cam? That's an interesting question. We're going to have to figure out the logistics of how I'm going to get his face cam on my PC. Without some kind of miracle.
Voodoo magic is the only way.
Oh. Well, that's game 1 done and dusted.